Hello friends, we are here today in the book of 3 John. So like 2 John, this is a one chapter book. So what's happening here is he's writing to a man named Gaius. And it's not really known how much John knew Gaius. It's very possible that John had never met him before. But what we do know is that he had a good reputation. That people, missionaries, apostles, people that were sent out, were getting to John and they were saying good things about Gaius. That there was another man, a man that they had nothing but bad things to say. And his name was Diotrephes. So this Gaius is a good teacher. He teaches the truth, and that's how John starts this. And it's important that that's basically a major theme that John is talking about in all of these 3 books. He's trying to reinforce that the Christianity, that the truth of Jesus is the truth, and that they need to teach the truth. And so he's saying, I just delight that you're teaching the truth, and I delight that all of my children are walking in the truth. Now you can call them as children because here John is probably the last living apostle of the original 12. And so he's old and he's elderly and he's just looking at the church and he has a love for it. And he wants to preserve it. And so he's hearing about this man. And he's saying, you know, not only is he teaching the truth, but he's sending people out. He's spreading the gospel. And as he's spreading the gospel, he's having the people work for themselves. You know, they're not taking anything from the Gentiles. When they're teaching, when they're going off, it can be a common practice, and there's nothing wrong with this, to get support from the people that you're teaching. And he's saying, you're not doing that, and that's a great thing because that means that there's no ulterior motive that people could have for spreading the gospel. When he's talking about Diotrephes, he is saying that this man is not walking in the truth, and he doesn't want to send missionaries out. Now I could only guess why this can be, but it seems clear to me that he doesn't want the money from the church going off to other places in the world. He wants to keep it for himself. And so he's not teaching the truth, and he's not encouraging others to teach the truth also. Now he mentions that he wrote something. I'm led to believe that he's talking about the book of 1 John. So this was meant to be something that went along with 1 John. 1 John was probably written to a number of churches, and this is a specific letter that went along with it. And he mentions Demetrius. And he says, Demetrius is saying good things about you. So Demetrius is the one who is bringing the letter to this church. And I'm led to believe that what John is planning on doing here is he's supporting him, he's encouraging him, but he wants to come to this place, wherever this church is, and he wants to make sure that Gaius is in charge, and this Diotrephes guy is thrown out on the street because he's a bad pastor, he's a false teacher. You know, he should not be the leader of the church. So what does this mean for us? You know, it really gives us a look of what we should be following. You know, we should make sure that our pastors are good people, that they're spreading the gospel. Most churches are not evangelical churches. And by that I mean they don't hold close to the Bible, and they don't spread the gospel the way that they should. And so it's important that we support missionaries. We support people sending people out so that they so that the world may know the gospel. It's such a difficult thing to have a false teacher as the head of your church. You know, what are you supposed to do? And in this case, I believe that John was going to set things right. But in our case, we just have to run away from these people. We have to get away from false teachers. Anyways, that is 3 John chapter 1. We'll see you tomorrow in the book of Jude. All right, have a great day.